Welcome to another episode of Bird Gang Nation Sports Talk. I'm your host, Bird Gang 31. Today I want to talk about some big moves made around the NFL that's going to make a lot of teams have a lot more W's in their column. You know, there was a lot of splash moves, there's a lot of little simple moves that happened, but this is my list of teams that I think really did make a change. Let's go ahead and get into it. First off, we're going to start out with the Arizona Cardinals, led by Kyler Murray, former OU quarterback. Kyler had a great season last year with D. Hopkins, but I think his season's about to get a lot better. With these first two guys, A.J. Green and Rodney Hudson, watch out league, because A.J. Green is a former Pro Bowler, so is Hudson. And I think pairing Green up with Hopkins and Kurt is going to be a very deadly situation. So watch out, NFC West. They coming for you. And then you look at, they added J.J. Watt from the Texans. J.J. Watt has been another player that's had some injuries, but is still a dominating defensive end that I think still makes some noise in the league for the next 3 to 4 years. So good job, Arizona. You guys picked up some real winners, and I see your W's going up this year. NFC West, watch out for Arizona because they coming. Next, we're going to go to the Baltimore Ravens. Now, the Ravens have been known for their rushing attack led by Lamar Jackson, but Lamar doesn't really throw the ball to receivers. He usually throws it to running backs or tight ends. They had the fewest receptions by receivers last year, and they even have Hollywood Brown, so that's really shocking. But they went out and added two guys I know that's going to change that stat. Sammy Watkins from the Kansas City Chiefs, and they drafted Rashad Bateman. Two big physical receivers with a lot of speed that can catch the ball anywhere on the field. So we're going to get the chance to see if Lamar Jackson is all about running, or can he actually throw that rock as well. Good luck, Lamar. Let's see what you can do with now that you have some quality receivers in your backfield. Next, we go to the Carolina Panthers, who lost Curtis Samuel, but they still got Christian McCaffrey. And I think they made a huge upgrade with my former boy from USC, Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold's way better than Teddy Bridgewater. So with the receivers that they have, I think the Carolina Panthers looking for at least 3-4 more W's in that win total. So I think that was a really good move that not too many people are really hyped up about, but will make a big difference next year. Next, we got the Kansas City Chiefs. They were in the Super Bowl last year, and you've seen what happened when your O-line go down. Boom. Patty Mahomes went from Superman to super chump. He needed any protection possible, and he wasn't getting any at all. He was sacked, beat up on all Super Bowl long. So the Chiefs went out and got 2 Pro Bowl linemen and trading for Orlando Brown Jr. and then Joe Tooney from the New England Patriots. Those 2 Pro Bowlers alone is going to go with the other starters and make that line great again. So I'm getting a little scared. They might go back and win another Super Bowl this year. So watch out, rest of the AFC, because Patty Mahomes is coming to get you. Next on our list, we got the Miami Dolphins. Tua and the Dolphins had an up and down season last year. You know, they would like to be a lot better. So they went out and drafted Jalen Waddles from Alabama. One of the most explosive receivers to come out of the draft in the last, I don't even know how many years. Jalen Waddle was my number 1 pick. I was hoping the Birds got this year, but we didn't get that lucky. We did get his teammate, Devontae Smith, Heisman Trophy winner. So I'm not too worried about it. But not only did they get Jalen Waddle, they picked up on Will Fuller from the Houston Texans. 2 burners to go along with Devontae Parker. Tua has no excuse why he ain't going to be not top 10 quarterback in the league this year. If he's not, then it might be time for Tua to go. So, Good job, Miami, and let's see what you can do this year. Alright, next on our list we got the Pittsburgh Steelers, our neighbors. Pittsburgh's already been a #1 team in the league in the AFC, and they had added Juju Smith Jr. back to the roster. Great move. My boy from USC definitely can ball out and still got a lot of good years left in it. They also went out and drafted Najee Harris from Alabama, my #1 pick of the draft, and I am really surprised that he made it that far, to be honest with you. But Najee is fast, powerful, and he got lots of explosiveness and agility to help that Steelers offense roll. They need a running back. Connors, I don't believe, is on the team anymore, and I think they found the perfect guy. He fits that team to a T. So, good job, Pittsburgh. Let's see what you do this year. Next on my list, I'm going to the Tennessee Titans, where they just signed Julio Jones from the Atlanta Falcons. Julio Jones has been one of the most explosive receivers in the league for the past, 10 years or so. Julio has still got a lot of juice left in the tank and ready to prove to the league that he is still an elite receiver. So, pairing him up with A.J. Brown and your boy, Derrick Henry, the best back ever in the league. I can't think of a back better than Derrick Henry. The fool's a monster. Did y'all see him squatting like 1,000 pounds all them times? Ridiculous. So, putting them together, like I said, it's going to be a lot of trouble for the rest of y'all in the AFC. I'm glad he ain't in our division. And last on my list, from the Indianapolis Colts, we got our former boy, Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz. What happened to you, man? You were from former MVP candidate to Joe Smo. Couldn't handle none of that pressure going to work seeing Nick Foles' statue outside the building. And then once we signed Big Hurts, it was a wrap. Too much pressure, couldn't handle it. But I think under Frank Reich, Carson's going to go back to being his old self, an elite NFL quarterback. I still got faith in you, Carson. So let's prove all the doubters wrong and have a good season this year. Good luck with you. So that's all I have for my list. If you know some other people, then leaving them in the comments. If I missed your team picked someone up good that I did not talk about, hey, my bad. But go ahead and leave them in the comments, and maybe we can do another show about this. Like I always say, thank you for watching. Fly Eagles Fly. Please leave a like, subscribe, and hit that post notification bell so we can get my content out to more people. Have a good day. BIRDGANG Nation out.
Fly, Eagles, fly, on the road to victory. Fly, Eagles, fly, score a touchdown, 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em low, hit 'em high, and watch our Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles, fly, on the road to victory.